Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here comes a handoff. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Touchdown, Texas. Number 4 in the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Texas 7, Clemson 0.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the return man steps out at the 28. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense getting set. It's second down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. The ball is loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
The Tigers looking to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll test the right side here. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. The defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. On the ground, it's Adams. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And they pick up the first on the ground. Defense stops him right at the line there.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Got pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, just a beautiful hole here opened up by this offensive line. And, Chris, the more I watch this Texas running back, the more I'm starting to really appreciate things like his vision and instincts as a ball carrier. You know he's got that combination of power and speed. But you start to watch him run this football, you can see why defensive coordinators around the country are very nervous when they have to go up against him.
Second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Longhorns will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nice grab. It's Haynes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Taylor. Heads out of bounds at the 33 after a decent return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points, and they bounce back here. They got him down out near the 40.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Longhorns look to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and 10 now for the offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. The pass rush closing in. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Stepping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. With the return, it's Brown. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? From the shotgun, drops back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. He breaks free now, has room to run. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call in that screen play.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Oh, look at the quick cut. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball is not intercepted.
So second down after the incompletion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34. The Tigers looking to run some tempo here. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Makes the catch downfield. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. And the Tigers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. Running with purpose. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And it's good. That will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Like one more play here before halftime. First down. We're going to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it away and get us going in the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. That's good for a first down near the 40.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And in first down, they go right back to him. He's brought down, but not before they gain to the 42-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Receivers are bunched together. Third down, out of the shotgun. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Looking for a deep completion. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, I feel like the quarterback just stared down his intended target, brought that safety who's sitting back in cover 2 right over to make that interception. I'm putting that one on the quarterback.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field. It's Klubnik. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 10. Touchdown, Texas. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Oh, my gosh. He completely baits the quarterback here. Quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score Texas 17, Clemson 10.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Offense is back out there. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now?
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with a ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Texas 24, Clemson 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
He'll try a pass here. Here's the target, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw yet again. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 24, Clemson 10.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
The shotgun running play call.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. Bringing pressure. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. And they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. And a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he could do is eat it.
Oh, he tosses it back. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Tigers. This quarterback on fire today. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team ends it in and brings him down. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. He's going to hand this off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. Third down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this third down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
17.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time for the deep, and he lofts it toward the sideline. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Clemson just ran away from the defense. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point gets him within a touchdown, 31-24. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made down inside the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Texas, number 8, catch and score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Texas 38, Clemson 24.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one away.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. A lot of it always impressive with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Caught quickly. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Manning. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense.
Texas, number 4 with the carry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Clemson 24.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
And that's another first down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to throw it on first down. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.